I'm Joseph Hoffman, and by the end of this video, you'll know how to play the main theme from the Pink Panther. To successfully learn this piece, I recommend that you purchase the sheet music using the link below. Pause if you need some time to get your sheet music, and when you're ready, let's jump in. All right, let's start with your left hand, because the left hand gets the opening of this great theme. And here's my middle C, and so I'm actually on this low C and G, but they're both sharp. So you're going to start here. And you get to use kind of a cool technique where you're going to slide from the black keys to the white key. Okay, try that with me. You're starting here on this low C sharp and G sharp, and then just kind of glide your hand, shift it towards you and down. Watch that again. So you start here, slide to the right to land on the white key, then go up to the next black key on D sharp and A sharp, and then slide one more to the right to E and B is the sound you're going for. Now you try. Now one more time. And then you hold that for 4 counts plus 2. 1, 2, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, rest. And then you'll notice here when we get to measure 5, the left hand pinky, or your finger 5, has a staccato on that E, while the thumb is holding this whole note. So you go 1, 2, 3, then your pinky has to come down to this low B, and then back to E. Watch that again. Here's from beat 3 of measure 4. 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now pause and work on that first section on your own, then press play when you're ready to go on. Now let's add in the right hand part. So the left hand does ba-dum, ba-dum. Then you'll notice this half rest in the right hand part. That means wait 2 beats, 1, 2, then notice it says RH crossover. Note that the right hand is in bass clef, which means it's going to be in this low area, but then on top of that, you'll see this 8 VA written under the note, which means to go 1 octave below what you see. It's showing you this B, but your right hand's actually going to cross over the left hand to come down to this very low B, and then this very low E. It's actually the lowest E on your piano. If you're on like a keyboard, an electric keyboard, you might not even have these notes, and if that's true, just bring it up an octave and find a way to make it work. If you're on a full 88 key piano, then you should be able to do this. So putting this all together, the left hand plays ba-dum, ba-dum, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Ba-dum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now pause and practice that on your own, then press play when you're ready to go on. Now let's look at the right hand melody that kicks in here at the pickup to measure 5. And I want to point out that the tempo indication says moderate swing, which means instead of playing our 8th notes even, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, when you swing, you do a more kind of jazzy feel. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. That's called swing. Do-ba-do-ba-do-ba-do-ba-do. That will give it the right feel. So here at pick up to measure 5, we have and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, da 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 da. And then you've got those triplets. So watch that again. We've got a lot of slurs connecting to staccato dots. Ba-dum. So smooth, quick, smooth, quick, smooth, quick, smooth, quick, smooth, quick. Ba-dum. 3, ba-da-da-da-da. Okay, so watch the fingerings. You've got some crossovers. You've got some finger shifts. So again, this is where your sheet music will really come in handy. Watch the fingerings carefully. Watch the rhythms carefully. When those rests occur, ba-dum, rest, ba-dum, rest. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Now 1, 2, 3, da 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 da. Those rhythms are really important to get correct. So follow the rhythms, watch the notes and fingerings, pause to practice that section, then press play when you're ready to go on. Now let's look at the next phrase. Starts off the same with the finger 2 crossing over to this D sharp, ba-dum, and then your thumb comes out on that E. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Switch. That's where it changes a little bit. We've got to switch, shift our hand up to here. Bum, bum, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, rest. Holding the note the correct amount of time is so important in music. So be sure you're counting those longer held notes, like that whole note tied to the half note. That's a total of 4 plus 2 equals 6 beats. Pause if you'd like some time to work on that phrase. Otherwise, let's keep going. This time, the melody is just like we had before. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Accent. Ba-da-da-da-da. 1, 2, rest, and 1. Note, if this isn't swing, it would sound like this. Even eighth notes. Da, 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 da. That's very boring. So we swing it. Dum, ba, da, ba, da. Notice those accents. We're going to punch that B flat, and then because that's a 16th note, it comes quickly down to the A. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Now you try. Good, and let's back up a measure. Bum, ba-da. 3 has to cross over there. Bum, ba-dee, da, 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 da. Now, pause if you'd like some time to work on those 2 measures. Otherwise, let's go on. We have triplet T, triplet T, getting softer, triplet T, and then crossing over again. And then this crazy chord at the end. Notice we have an F sharp. We finally come up to treble clef, by the way, so note that we're now above middle C. D sharp, F sharp. We're sharp because of our key signature. The F is automatically sharp, and A sharp, so all black keys on this last chord the right hand plays. With the left hand together, it's going to make a really jazzy, intense chord. All right, pause if you'd like any time to work on the right hand. Otherwise, let's take a look at the left hand. Now, we learned up through the first half of measure 6, but let's back up to the middle of measure 4, where we get this pattern with these staccatos that our pinky plays. So you're going to let go quickly with your pinky while your thumb is still holding that note. Here's middle of measure 4 again. Staccato, staccato, and then 1, 2, rest. Now we get an E flat, and we're going to come down. See, before our pattern was going up, but we're going to do the same thing where we're sliding off the black keys. Black, white, black, black, white. And this time going down on the piano, starting on E flat, B flat, bottom, bottom. Now you try. Good. Now looking at measure 7, I forgot just a second ago to make this one staccato. Watch. Bottom, staccato, while you hold the thumb. 1, 2, rest, and then it comes back up with the staccato on the bottom. 1, 2, rest. Then here in measure 10, we get something a little different. Now we start on a D, A, go up to D sharp, A sharp. This time we can't slide. You can't really slide up to the black key. So you just have to lift up your hand quickly. Bottom, bottom. So this one will be a lot harder to make it have that cool legato sound. Whoops. So just do it as best you can. But it's going up half steps still from here to here. Bottom, bottom. Now you try. Now let's add in the staccato on the pinky. We have bottom, staccato, staccato, and then 1, 2, rest. Now you try. Good, and don't forget your thumb is holding down the whole time. Hold your thumb, boom. 1, 2, rest, and then it's back to our original pattern. 1, 2. Now it's going to go down again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. The right hand takes over. Crossover. Crazy chord. All right. Now, pause if you'd like some time to work on the left-hand part. Otherwise, let's do a full playthrough of the Pink Panther now. I hope you enjoyed learning to play the theme from the Pink Panther today. If you enjoyed this, you can find hundreds of free piano tutorials at hoffmanacademy.com. It's our mission at Hoffman Academy to make music learning available to everyone. That's why in our store, you can also find lots of free printable resources like our ultimate piano chord chart and one book of all piano scales. To get even more content, you can become a premium member, giving you access to all premium features like our online music learning games and our entire library of sheet music with hundreds of titles. Plus, your premium membership allows me to keep making more lessons like these and offering them for free. To learn more about premium, visit the Hoffman Academy website. Thank you for watching and learning with me, and happy playing!